Okay, back in the day when you had your act, who was the creative one?
Oh, I was definitely the creative one.
That's very funny that you would ask
ideas.
that. A lot of people
I would wake up in
said
the middle of the night and I would
that
start writing shit down.
he was
you know,
very
and
creative.
I kept telling her
He got a lot of
this is
credit
what's
for being
happening,
creative,
and
but the
she's
truth
just
was
muzzier
I
than
was
me,
the
right?
creative
so
one.
if we went on camera or any like
Because
what we're doing right now,
the
she would just
truth
go on about
was
how everybody thought I was creative, but she was actually more creative
I was
than me,
the straight man.
Yes,
but
was.
I got the
funny.
big
Like,
laughs.
she-
See,
because
he
she
got all the
doesn't really
little
know how to
laughs,
be a straight
but
man. She
then
really knows
I
how to be a
came in
straight
at the
man.
end with
She
the
would
big
never
laugh
try to get the
every
big laughs,
time.
you see. So
And
she's a horrible
it was
straight man,
very
really, because she
interesting
just was
the
trying to
way
subvert the
that
comedian.
people
This is what I
really
was
gave
trying
me
to do,
more
so-
credit
oh,
than
they
you
tried to give
realize.
her more credit.
Always,
and seriously, it was all about
but
me.
the truth is,
you know,
he
because I'm funny
really
and creative
does
and
think
very
it's all
bright,
about him, and he
I'm
thinks
smart
he's so
and
smart.
attractive,
That
and
is one
my
of the
wife is
funniest things
very
about
beautiful,
him. He
yes.
thinks he's so smart, and
Well,
the truth
I think
is,
the truth is I
he
am smart. I'm
can't
so smart.
balance a checkbook.
Well,
this
I
man
didn't say I
cannot
needed to go
find
to the
his
bank.
way
No, I had
around
a manager.
a grocery
I had a manager
store.
for that
He doesn't
sort of
know how
thing.
to find. He can't
Yeah,
find
but
a
when we did the chair
gallon
sketch,
of milk
the chair
at the
sketch
store.
was dynamite. I
Try,
came up with
go
that,
look
so
to see
tell her about,
who.
is this a
there's
chair?
not
Where do you
a
want to move
gallon-
the chair? You're going to put it there, or you're going to put it there?
See,
it's
you and the
brilliant,
chair,
let me tell you.
him and the chair
Yeah,
thing.
the chair,
That's
yeah,
all you've got.
I woke
That's
up
the
this-
only thing. That's the only thing you've got. That's the only thing you
That
bring
made us
up
$1
in
million,
these
honey.
situations.
No, the chair, I bought us our home,
But
this
I
lovely
love
home.
him.
That's,
I love it, man. I love him.
So you're saying it was a team effort?
no, God, no. I
It
did
was-
all the work. I am Sunny to her share,
If-
except Sunny had
if
all the talent.
I
mean, she's reasonably
were-
attractive. Can I say that? I've
if
always
I
thought
were-
that. So,
If
you know,
I were
it's,
given
yeah,
the
she
opportunity
was
to get
like the
a
vavoom
word
part.
in
Yeah.
edgewise
Just
ever,
No, well, the thing is, she
what
wanted to
you
talk like this. She's
understand
the
was
one
that
now. She had the
there
vavoom. They
was
called her the vavoom girl.
there
you see,
was
because she was
teamwork
like this.
in that
Like
I
if
was
she had a
the
skinny little
foundation.
wasp,
I was the
there was a
wind
wasp
beneath his
waist.
wings.
And
I
she
was the
had
wind
this,
beneath.
like,
I
you
was
know,
the foundation. I was.
Yeah, you know, you
I
used to
the
say
whole thing.
in
I
vaudeville we go,
lifted
she
him
had
up.
lungs.
I
You know what I'm
lifted
saying?
him
Lungs.
up.
They
I
had so.
lifted him up
Anyway,
with
so
my support.
there was
And
that
the
time
truth
in
was-
New Haven. Oh
but
God, I
when
remember
he
New
got
Haven
sick, I did
when
my
those like
own.
those Shriners were
I
there,
was
right?
able
All the
to do
Shriners
my
were there,
act by
and
myself.
like they
I
just
could do it
see,
on my own.
They all
See, he
at
couldn't
one,
do it.
I don't know
He
how the
couldn't
hell they
do
did
it.
it, but out of nowhere they all went
See,
boom.
this is what
You see,
people
and
don't
that's how
understand.
it worked,
If
because
I
she became,
if I got
so we
sick,
put her in
we
these
had
really
to
tight
cancel. If
costumes
he got
and
sick, I could do
no,
the
she
show
couldn't do the act
myself.
without me because she barely could talk.
When you finally made it to Broadway, how
Yeah.
did you feel?
Well, I knew we were going to be
I was
there.
sick.
I knew we were going to be there.
I was sick
And
because
I was fine.
I knew she wasn't
he
up to
got
it.
sick.
I was really
because
worried
he
about it
couldn't
because I
handle
thought,
it.
you know, what's going to happen is
Some
she's
people
going to
can't
get fired,
handle
and you know,
the
I had to
pressure
really
and the
kind of
fame.
just make sure
He gets
there was
very
no way
nervous.
she was going to
He
get
gets very,
fired.
very nervous.
I didn't want her
He
to get
gets
fired
sick
because,
and
you know,
nervous. He throws up. He has diarrhea.
Well, yeah, I'm Maureen
And
Stapleton.
I
Really, I'm
was
really the early.
really-
I'm an early Maureen Stapleton.
And I, you know, what
she's
I
from
do.
before every performance,
What I
right?
did,
Yeah.
what I did
So,
was I made sure there was always a mirror on the back wall, so
'cause
that
look
I
at
could
myself and
actually
throw
go.
up.
I could actually
Yeah, she
go
thinks she could do the act
during
alone,
the
but I was so
scene.
afraid she was going to get
during the
canned. Like,
scene, and I
producers
could
came
just
to me and
check
said,
out the audience.
you know,
I'd
I
be
mean,
up
yeah.
stage doing,
I mean, we've
but
got
I'd be
Baboon
seeing
going, but,
the
like, there
audience,
needs to be a little
which
more
calms me
substance. They want
because I'd see
substance.
my Aunt Rivka would
And
be
I'm
right
like
out
saying,
there, and I'd
this
say,
is
I'd
vaudeville.
be going,
You want substance. What is
Aunt
this all
Rivka,
about?
and I'd
So,
picture her in
they
her
took
underwear.
me to meet Catherine
in the
Cornell because she had a company.
Oh my God!
with her
I
husband.
walked in on her in the
And Catherine
bathroom one
Cornell,
time,
oh,
and
yeah.
it was just down. And she
Well, I
was
thought
trying
that
to
was
cover,
why we never worked
she
with
was trying
Catherine
to
Cornell,
cover
because she ran into the bathroom with
crack
me. And, you know, she
with
said,
her
and that's when she
tried
came
to
up with,
cover
she goes,
with her
I
hose.
came up and said, how was it running to Catherine Cornell in
it
the
didn't-
bathroom? She goes, I'll say she is.
But
I mean,
see-
that's what happened, you see. And then
but
she went, but the
when
stupid part was she went back and went,
wouldn't-
whoops, my
see,
knickers.
Here's the thing, though. See,
was
my
the problem,
family
so.
could never stand him.
Well, I mean, and I had no family, so my dog didn't like her very much, but, you know, that's the way it was.
I fed the dog, though.
I know, and the dog still didn't like you. What does that say? We went over on a steamer ship with sailors. It was really, boy, she was
Which
about
can
to
you
win.
listen to the woman's question? For the love of God.
When you discovered, you know, alternative theater and took your show to Europe, I mean, what was that experience like?
We taught Grotowski everything he knows, right?
We
What does
taught
that
him.
when we like
We
made
taught
him
him.
realize that Stanislavski was
Well, it was our
Kabutkis.
right, absolutely. Oh,
Like he was
irrelevant.
like- yeah, oh, totally.
Irrelevant.
Yeah, I mean, you know when
Irrelevant.
You know, when they
Irrelevant.
talk about I'm going to work on my beat now. It was
Right.
just a Russian accent because they were saying bits. But
That's
they're gonna,
right.
I want the
Well,
beat
beat-
now.
and they
I
kinda-
need the beat. And
right.
that means I have to sit here in silence for 5
And it
minutes.
became
try
a very,
and cry.
very, sort of
Yeah, it was
very
ridiculous.
pretentious
And
thing.
what was,
And it wasn't
how
meant
many
to be.
people did you have in that production, and what was the name of that
The
show?
show
Dead
had no. The
Class.
show had no name because
The
people
show-
couldn't understand
The show
English.
No Name.
Mit no name. It had no. It had no name, and we didn't
Nameless-
speak in it,
and
so we
there
could
was
tour
no-
it anywhere, right?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah, we
it,
didn't
was,
speak.
it was completely
Yeah.
nonverbal.
Beckett loved it.
No, God.
Yeah. So there was no name to the show, right?
Just guttural sounds and sniffs.
Sniffing, and I recall a lot of. It was a fun show. It was a good comedy and lots of tapping. Tap
Oh,
dancing.
the tapping.
Tap dancing, big production
Oh,
numbers.
oh
and then
my
we'd
God,
sing
Buzz.
songs. Jackie Gleason gave me $1 million for that. Remember? That's bought us the house in Coral Beach.
I loved Jackie Gleason
Yeah.
when he was
Really
when he
good
wasn't
money
drunk,
makers.
which was very
We knew
rare.
Jackie Gleason when he was thin.
When he was thin and he wasn't
Yeah.
drunk. He wasn't as
And
funny.
Miami Beach, the audiences weren't the
Wasn't-
greatest audiences in the whole world. My grandfather was in the theater, so I knew. He worked on 2nd Avenue with Molly Pecan. Remember her?
I remember. You know who I really
She did
remember?
she was famous for this. Remember that? Like,
No, I
anything-
remember.
Something would happen
I
in a
don't-
show. No, seriously, something would happen in a show, and the audience would wait, and there'd be this long pause where she just stood there. Remember that? And all of a
Yeah.
sudden she'd go,
Yeah, but I remember more
Rock
more
on,
than
what?
that. More than that, it was more of a.
well, that came later, right?
I thought it came
No,
first.
because you know what happened was she couldn't fucking leave it alone.
But
that
she
bitch-
evolved it.
She called it evolving it. I call
Yeah.
it ruining the beat.
I see.
See, Stanislavski would have hated Molly Pecan on so many levels.
I don't know because action was really what he was all about, and I think he would have, in the gesture, he would have found meaning, and he would have helped her evolve it further. Don't you think?
See, that's where it came from. I think he was talking to her about that.
All right.
It sounded like she had a stomach ache.
All right, I can't argue with you.
Molly,
You're a genius.
Molly, how are you
You're
feeling?
a genius. You're a genius. The man's a genius.
Give me a kiss.
He's a genius.
That was great.